Welcome, 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 welcome. Sorry, I had a little traffic getting from my kitchen to the office. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope we're doing well on a nice sunny Thursday. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Nice Tuesday night. It's all going well. Hope everyone's doing well. I think that we're down to the final four in the March Madness, and everyone's goddamn bracket is broken. So it is what it is. We're gonna figure it out. So I think I got lost. I had Arizona in the beginning, so that was the end of me. Okay. So hope everyone's doing well. Glady, how are you? I didn't see it. There you go. Okay. So it's just you and me. It's a little personal session. So how are we doing? So look, let's go over this, right? So I'm not going to go through the whole thing selling shit, but understand. So what are we here for? So we're here for just so because everyone goes, oh, I don't know. I'm worried about. Are we talking about what exam are we doing? So I'm going to tell you. So we're going to do Dawn. How are you? We're going to do the SIE exam. We talk about the SIE. We talk about the Series 6. We talk about the Series 7. We talk about the Series 9 and 10 if you want. We talk about the 24. We talk about the 57. We talk about the 63, 65, 66. And if you want the 79, you got to give me warning and I can give an answer the next day. That'd be like a T+2 thing. Okay. Tim Leach, what's up? How are you? Okay. Tim Leach in the house. We got Dawn. We got everyone. Okay. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Josephine, that's awesome. I know you were worried about that. Congratulations. Lisa Otto, how are you, everyone? Welcome on. Look at this, Josephine. Now you have one left, right? We're done after this? Hope we're done after this. One more test, and then you're on your way. That would be an awesome thing if it was. On to the 63. Good. Okay. So focus on taking your time. Take your time, and then just work your way through it. It'll help. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Now, how are we all doing? We doing well? Okay. Why do they keep fucking calling? By the way, so I'm gonna tell you something. XYZ, how are you? Okay, so now, okay. Catherine, I would take one a day. That's all you're doing. Okay, one a day. So now here's my question for you. So I just got a phone call. So from someone who's a cold caller. So what do we all know what the hours are to if you're gonna call cold call, do you know what the hours are? Does anyone know what the hours are? Okay. Boom, achievable and Kaplan. That's a great, 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 great combination. Achievable teaches it. There's no one who teaches it better than them. It's awesome. Okay. Got it. So, okay. I know it's tough. Can you do the mornings, Lisa? There you go, 8 to 9 p.m. Boom, Kim. Boom, Lisa. That's awesome. 8 to 9 p.m. of the customer. Yes, of the customer's time zone. Now, why? Now, that's why you never enter the phone at 8:45 at night, because it's most likely a telemarketer. That's why we do that. That's why you never, never, never do that. Okay, good. I love it. Just trying to get boom, boom, boom. I think that's good. I'm just trying to make it so I can't get the spammers in here. So that's why I say only the people who subscribe can answer. Like I change this so that only people who subscribe can answer. And the reason I do that is so that it keeps some of the people who are like spammers trying to put the porn in here. Boom. Okay. Yeah, Lisa, I would absolutely try to do the mornings. It really will help. It really, really will help. I promise you. Okay. I can't say that enough. That if you can do the mornings, I have one student that I had them do that, and they weren't. They he said I can't do it. There's no way. 4:14. You got time. Okay. Hold on. Let's get this saved. I'm just doing some other stuff to clean it up to make sure that we don't. Yeah. Subscribe. So as long as you're a subscriber, you can comment. But the reason I do that is so that I don't have people who are not subscribers making porny comments. Because sometimes they put in the come here, do this for that. So I just like to ignore it. Boom. Okay. And we're back. Okay, so let's go. So if you guys just started, boom, I am on here. It is a Tuesday night. I am very happy to be here. Like I said, it's my two favorite nights of the week are Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because I come on here and I get to chat. I feel like I have a little community going and it's all that stuff. So one quick thing. I'm here to tutor if you want. Guys, anyone who hasn't done it, go check out the FINRA Coalition. Lisa, we're gonna get you on this. I promise. We're gonna get you through this. Go to the FinPro Coalition, sign up, join in. We got well, it's all free. We're there to help people out. Okay. Like we said, we wrote a letter to FINRA and we're looking for support for that to try to get them to reduce the restriction for that you have to be sponsored to take the 7. How great would it be to be able to take the 7? Yes, Lisa. Yeah, depending where you are, 100%. It could be 2-3 weeks out. If you're in a busy area, some places are closed down, or if you're in a place that has like no, like I know in Texas, there's a couple places we have to drive like 2-3 hours for it. It's crazy. How great it would be to take it without being sponsored. Also, if you need tutoring, I'm here to help you. That's my yes, like amazing. Literally, I got it. So I went over it, right? So it's amazing how often I have to do that. Equinase annuity, it's a theme. Okay. Kansas City, you should be okay. You know what you do? At least call them and ask. Okay. Might help. And if I'm too expensive because I'm greedy as fuck, go check out Michael Weiss at series7examtutor.com. And also, listen, don't forget to join the Facebook groups. We have those. It's over 4,000 people now. It's fucking insane. And Michael Weiss, and then Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom, he's putting out some videos. And don't forget Notman, okay? Notman, like I'm saying, if you're buying it on your own and you're looking between Kaplan or whatever, and you don't want to go Achievable, buy the Notman over the Kaplan, because the Notman definitely, like if you're buying it yourself, Notman gives you all the Kaplan questions if it's beyond the SIE, and they got a lot more supplements and better videos. Their teachers are good. Happy Tuesday, Daryl. What are we down? You got one test left? Okay, let me catch up to some questions. Okay, so Catherine, don't do more than one a day. You have until what? You have an 8. You have a month. Okay, so okay. Yes, Dawn, I say yes. And then do both SDC and Achievable questions. Okay. Yeah, Catherine, I would focus on reading for the next 2 weeks, and then start taking finals. I thought 426. I was thinking 3, right? Which is 2 days ago, so that wouldn't have worked. I would say go to I would say to focus on reading and videos and quizzes on adding knowledge for the next like 2 weeks, and then spend the last 2 weeks. You have them both, right? You're done, right, Daryl? Or you have them left? Only you took the SIE, you still have to take the 7 and 66, right? Okay. I knew you passed an exam, which is awesome. Okay. So, Catherine, yeah, I'd say I would focus on adding knowledge for the first 2 weeks and then taking tests the last 2 weeks. Okay. Which taxes? Rich people buy munis? I don't know which one. I have a lot of them. Okay. Unless it's the capital gains things. Okay. Okay, Lori, I'll catch up to you. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. Yeah, so Lisa, let's try to do the morning a little bit, because you're going to get a better return. Okay. You're going to feel better in the morning. You really will. The morning will be absolutely better for you on that. Okay. Listen, Lori, Lisa, I don't have a problem doing that. Okay. It's what I do all day long. I do 12 hours a day. I even have 2 students after this tonight, which is crazy. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So I'll get that. Okay. Boom. Courtney, I'll get you on. I'll show you that. Okay. Remember, Courtney, you don't have to do the math on it. You just have to recognize it. Okay. And by the way, everyone was right when the 8 to 9 customer time for the customer stuff. I got it. 100%. That's the right answer. And again, they can call from 8 to 9 p.m., 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. of the customer's time zone. And they can call. Now you can do after or before if they're, what does it say? If you have a relationship, they call you, or they're a customer already, that you can do. But other than that, okay. Now, that's why I say never answer a call at 8:45, because that's who just called. Policy Genius trying to sell me insurance. Okay. Okay. So XJ, how many hours a day are you doing it, right? Okay. So I would say go out, go get a massage or something, take a day off. Look, if you're doing 3 weeks straight, take a day off, okay? It's not, yeah, it may be more than 4 questions, but if Erica ever comes on here, she can tell you. Erica was so scared of bonds. And then we did some in the free sessions I was doing before, and then the Zoom class. That's the other thing, I have the memberships, but not for the SIE. I did the Zoom class and I went over the bonds, and then she said it was easy on the test. Now she's worried about bonds for the 7. Yeah, the bond stuff is very easy on the test. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it's on the SAE, but I'll show it on the screen. I'll do that. Okay. So XJ, you should don't worry about bonds too much. You should be focusing on investment risks, right? You should be focusing on investment risks and what the registered rep can and can't do. That's the big one. So that's half the damn test. But take a day or two off. If you've been studying 3 weeks straight if you've been studying 3 weeks straight, imagine how good I'd be if I could actually get a sentence out. If Well, I guess that's my ADD. It just kind of works for all this shit, right? So if you're studying for 3 weeks straight, take a day or two off. Just take a day off. Have a spa day. If you're a guy or girl, I don't give a shit. Have a fucking spa day, okay? Whatever you want. Just remember, go get a massage. But remember, guys, if you go to a massage place and it's open till 1 a.m., you're getting more than a massage. Just keeping it in mind, okay? Okay. It's a little expertise, a little not experience, but expertise knowing New York City, okay? Yeah. So a lot of times, depending where you are, Lisa, I would call them, okay? Boom. Amy, how are you? Okay. Aiden, that's awesome. You should be off here. You should not be on here. Okay. Okay, let me get this Zoom thing up so I can do the equity index annuity. So Amy sees, I think I've done equity index annuity like 12 times in the last 2 days. Zoom, 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 zoom. I got to get the Zoom whiteboard up. Aiden's going to kill it. I know he will. He's going to come on here, relax. He's going to get off of here but before 9. What? I don't know where you are coast-wise. That's the only difference. Okay. Just remember to read every damn word, Aiden, right? Every fucking word. Okay. Yeah, here's the thing, Catherine. Yeah, Michael Weiss sells suitability ones. If you reach out to him on Reddit, he can sell them to you. He does it. It's pretty good. But you know, all the vendors have them. I think Notman has suitability questions. I think I know they have a set. I know Kaplan and STC have suitability workbooks. It should help. And if not, Notman has they have it, but they won't sell it as a separate deal. Okay. Aiden, I know you. I'm going to do equity in a scenario now because hell, everyone asked me that question. Okay, so now. Is it share screen? Yeah, it worked. Okay, so let's see. Boom, it should switch. Okay, so let's say I start with 100 grand. This equity index annuity probably goes in. It's remember, equity index annuity is not a security, even though they're going through a court fight now to decide if it's going to be a security or not, because the SEC wants it to be so they can nail people. But whatever. So let's say we start with 100 grand, and here are the rules. The rules are as a 80% participation rate. Okay, has an 80% participation rate. This could be on any exam, so it's worth at least going over. Okay, other than the 63. Then we have a cap, a 10% cap, and I'll say a floor of 1%. Now, on the test, if they don't put a floor, on it, it's a 0, no matter what. Okay, if they don't put a floor, if they don't mention a floor, then it has to be 0 because you cannot lose money on this. Okay, so now. So let's start with year 1. Okay, year 1, start with 100 grand, and the market goes up 19%. Okay, so Jane Doe, you asked about the equity. Did you ask about it? I think you did. Yes. Okay. Now remember, if it's non-qualified, when you take it out, you pay taxes on the growth. So year 1, it goes up 19%. We're good with that. Okay. Now it goes up 19%. Now we're going to get 80% of that. So blah blah blah. Whatever. I got to do the calculator, but I have to do the phone thing. I'm going to do 19 times 80%. 19 times 80% equals, okay, so I would get 15.2, but I have a cap. I can't go over that. So I can only do 15%. So this 19 doesn't matter. I'm only going to go up 15%. So what does that mean? That means I start with 100, I go up to 15, up 15%. 100,000 times 1.15 is going to be 115 grand. You could easily do it the long way, do 15% of 100 grand and then add it, but I'm lazy. So I'm going to do one. That's my magic, is that I'm lazy. So 115 grand is my new number. That's the end of 1 year, okay? Then we'll go down. We start the new year with that. Past perfect does some stupid shit about a resetting thing. I don't care. Say year 2, it goes negative 9, 8.7%, 8.75%. So year 2, it's negative 8.75%. But I have a floor of 1%. So I'm going to go up at least 1%. So I'm going to take 115,000 times 1.01, which is adding 1% to the number. I'm lazy. That's my new number is now 116,150. So after I add I earn 1%. Why do I earn 1%? Because I can't earn less than that. So 116/150. That's my new number. And that's the video. I have a video where I do this. Now, year 3, I start at 116,500, 150. My year 3, let's say we go up 8%. Okay. Now, it's below the cap and above the floor, but now I'm only getting 80% of that number because that's what this is. I only get 80% of this number. So 80% of 8%, I can do this, should be 6.4%. So that's what I'm going to get 80% of that. And as long as that's inside the floor and the cap, I'm going to get that. So I'm going to do 116,150 times 1.064, which is 1 plus the 6.4%. That gives me 123,583. Probably won't have, this is more for vendors than anything else. Somebody may see it, but most people don't. So that's my ending value, 123,583. Because even though it went up 19%, I would only get 15, but that's above the cap, so I get the cap. The next year I lost money, but I have a floor of 1%, so I just went up by 1% to this number. Then the third year I earned 8%, but I only get 80% of that, so it's 6.4%. So boom, I just go here and that's it. We're done. Okay. Hope that helped. We'll do more. Okay. Oh, Mr. Fluffy. Boom. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the recommendations. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. That is so happy for you. How did I lose you? Hold on. Tell me how I lost you. What part did you get killed on? That's what we're here for. Okay, I'll also send you you don't want to bug me. That's fine. You can do that. Hold on, let me see. Equity. There it is. Okay, so. Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to delete it. Don't delete it. There we go. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to put it in here, Jane. Okay. That's the video of me doing that. Okay. That's the video of me it's different numbers. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. So, but Jane, that's gone. So it's good. So that's why I tried to repeat it. That video, I do different numbers, but the same thing. Go give that a watch too. Okay. Okay. Boom. I am happy for you, and I do think my quick and dirty is pretty awesome. Okay. Okay. I think doing those little quick and dirty ones. I want to do the 6. It's such a short exam that it's kind of like it's good. My regular playlist covers it all. Okay. 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 Yeah, Jane Doe, I'm sorry I did it fast. I just want to get through it. But yeah, watch the video I sent you that I put in the link, and then you can watch it later. Okay. 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 Yeah. So I'm telling you, you can do achievable, and then what you do is you do. I love achievable, guys. I'm telling you right now, especially for the SIE, there's no one better, and no one better. And yeah, let me open this up a little bit. Boom, so I can see it again. There we go. Okay. So now, okay. Okay, we good that. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Okay. Okay, so remember this. So entities tax themselves, right? So first of all, entities tax themselves, and I know what you mean. So entities tax themselves. So if you have a yes, I do. I have it. I think I have one on balance sheet. It's my fundamental versus technical videos. I think I do earnings per share. Hold on. Yes, just skirt changes. They didn't change anything. Here, this should help you. This is again. I get so close to shutting it down. Okay. Yeah, it'll be blasted tomorrow morning on YouTube. Yeah. So yes, this will be. So no, there it is. WR. I just put it in the link. That should help you. That's all the fundamental earnings per share. Okay. Oh, sure. European and Americans. I can get to that. Okay. So yeah, LinkedIn. This gets posted. It'll be rebroadcast. You can probably watch it on LinkedIn, or you can watch it on YouTube tomorrow morning, or even after. But yeah, definitely it comes back. Okay. So now you get back up. Okay. So let's talk about the tax. First of all, if you buy entities tax themselves. So if you buy treasuries, you pay federal but not state. I know this is what you asked, but I'm going to get to it. So if you buy treasuries, okay, if you buy treasuries, you're gonna get taxed on the federal level, not state. Okay. If you buy munis, you're gonna get taxed on the state level because they're state things, but not there you go. Look at that. Not if you buy munis, it's going to expire on the state level, not that you're going to pay taxes on the state level, not the federal level. So the way I remember it is there's only seven things, seven, that don't pay taxes on every level. Remember that. There are only seven things that don't pay taxes on every level: bills, notes, bonds, tips, and strips. They pay federal, not state. Geos and revenues pay state, but not federal, maybe, and maybe not even state. So again, there's only seven things that don't pay tax on every level. So if it's not one of these seven, assume that it's paying taxes on the federal, state, and local level. Bills, notes, bonds, tips, and strips. Bills, notes, bonds, tips, and strips. They pay, and that's in length order too. They don't pay, they pay federal, not state. Geos and revenues are the other two. They pay state, but not federal. Okay. Now remember, capital gains is always taxable. So if you buy a muni and you sell it for more than you bought it for, or you buy a mutual fund and you sell it for more than you bought it for, even if it's in the same family of funds, you are paying taxes. Okay. And remember, everything about a mutual fund is taxable. If you get a dividend, it's taxable. If you get capital gains, it's taxable, even if you reinvest it. And when you sell it and you say you move from a large cap to a mid cap in the same family of funds, yes, you will probably not have to pay sales charge, but you will pay taxes because the IRS has their hand in everyone's freaking pocket. Okay. 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 Oh yeah, at least it's not going to be in the SIE, but I'm going to do it. Okay. Boom. Not so much. Jane Doe, is that what you were talking about with that thing I just said? Okay. Courtney, discounted cash flow. Their taxes short term, baby. So option expiration. So there, what are three things that are capital gains? There are three things that are capital gains. Remember this, and this is in my taxes video. There are a buy and a sell. Yeah, sorry about that. You're gonna have to figure it out. I think you can slow it down. I apologize. I talk really fast, and there's no way to end it. I curse and talk fast, so that's why it's amazing when I do the caption thing. I have the closed captioning shit. I mumble and I talk fast, so it's not a good combination. Okay, so it's bad for AI. Can't catch up with me. Boom! I got ChatGPT screwed around. Okay, now I'll get to the DCF in 1 second. So I think oh good, boom. Okay, so remember, options are always short term. Always remember, options are short term, even if it's a capital gain, a buy and a sell, or an expiration. It is still um a short term capital gain no matter what. No matter what. If you buy it because they only last 9 months, they can't be a long term. Yes, a Facebook user, the good thing is if you can get used to my wording, the way I ramble and talk fast, you'll be great in the rest of the world because nobody will outspeak you. Okay. Okay. Now, discounted cash flow. Okay, understand something. All you need to know is that discounted cash flow is how we find present value. Okay. Discounted cash flow is how we find present value. Okay. That's what it is. That's all it is. Okay. We're just trying to find present value. So we take the future value. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this thing. Ah, no. My intro, sorry. Oh, well, screw it. Okay. Now, Let's figure this shit out now. So discounted cash flow is how we take our future value. So let's go into it. So let's say that now this is for the 65 and the 66. By the way, let me go quick. American style. American style means you can exercise every time. Because why? Because we're the greatest country in the world, right? So we're the greatest country in the world. So we, and this is not on what I'm about to do, but I want to get this out of the way. American style, you can exercise anytime you want. You can both trade, you can trade both of them. But American style means you can exercise now, later, right at expiration. European style is mostly for non-equity options because you have to deliver cash. So those you can only exercise at expiration. But you can damn well trade them anytime you want. So always think Americans are free and loving, and Europeans are very socialistic and dictatorshipy. So they are told what to do. They have to follow rules. That's what I say. And yes, I just shit on Europe at the same time. Okay, so let's say we have a future value of $1,000. It's a bond, right? So the question is, that's my future value. Okay. Don't sweat the margin on the real exam. It's pretty easy, but I get to you on that. So this is our future value of $1,000, like a bond. Okay. Now, no, I did that. That's weird. Whatever. So that's my future value. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. So now the thing is, that's in like 10 years. Okay. So we'll say that's 10 years from now. The question is, what are we going to have? What is our present value? Okay. So the present value is what? So I'm not going to do I mean, I can do the math for you. It's not that bad. But let's say I'm not going to do for 10 years. But what I would do is if I had to do this, I would say, okay, you have to figure out the internal rate of return. Let's say it's 8%. Okay. And what we're going to do, the DCF is the method. Remember, you have to think of it this way. Discounted cash flow is the method to get from future value to present value. So I'm going to show you a very basic way of doing it, but I'm not doing the whole thing. Say we earn 8%. I'm going to do 1,000 divided by 1.08. That's going to give me 1 year back. So if I go 1 year back, 1,000 divided by 1.08. And all I did was put one decimal in front of the yield, okay? And that's going to give me 925. So after 1 year, if I go back 1 year, that's going to be 925.25. Now, in reality, I would just have to keep doing that. I would then do this number divided by 1.08 and I keep doing it. There's a whole square root thing, but they're not going to make you do this. But understand, discounted cash flow is the way of discounting your future value to come up with present value. Okay. That's all it is. It's the method to discount future value for inflation. Pretty much. That's pretty much what they're doing to bring it back to what you would have to invest now to get to that 1,000. So if I did 1,000 divided by 1.08 and then did it again and again and again and again 10 times, whatever number I got, probably like $300, that's what I would get. Okay. That's all it is. I'm telling you right now, it's not even, you're not going to have to do the math on this. I swear to God. But the whole point is, oh my God, I almost hit end stream again. That would have been really bad. Okay. It's my anxiety. I'm just going to boom. Okay. Okay. 55. I'll get to you, Andrew, though. So now, again, Courtney, don't sweat it too much. It's not that deep. Just remember, it's the method. It's the method to find future value, bring it down to present value. If you watch, I have a video. Again, I keep doing this, right? I have a video. Time value of money. Let's see if it shows up. Look at that. Courtney, that should help you. That's a video where I just go over it, all that. Okay. I wanted to get through it, but okay. Now, okay, let me keep going. But again, I appreciate Mr. Fluffy. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Mr. Goat King. The Goat King. I like that. Okay. I like the confidence. Okay. So now, yeah, it definitely could be, Taylor. It could be. So I'll show you that. It's not so bad. So always remember, cost basis in general is what you paid. Now, here's the thing. Cost basis is what you paid. Proceeds Facebook. Hey, Facebook user. Cost basis is what you paid. Proceeds is what you sold it for. Remember, cost basis is what you paid. Proceeds is what you sold it for. Okay. Cost basis is what you paid. Proceeds is what you sold it for. The difference is your gain. So if I buy stock at 50 and it goes to 60, my cost basis is 50. My proceeds is 60, not 10. It's 60. My gain is 10. That's cost basis proceeds. I'll get into the option thing in a second. So take it in 2 weeks. Really, I don't know where you're scoring, but I would spend the first 5 or 6 days just adding knowledge. Go over customer accounts, reading stuff, make sure the options are good, and then take a final every day. Okay? Every day, take a damn final, review it in detail. If you have to take time off, if you must pass, then you start calling in sick. The last 5 or 6 days, call in sick. You can always apologize later. Because here's the thing, if you miss, you'll have all the vacation time you need. So pass it, get it, and then you can say, listen, take it off a couple days before, 3-4 days before you take the test. Call in sick, call in COVID, whatever you have to do. Tell them you have to do this because your job's on the line. Because you can always, and Flamore, I'll get you. High 60s on what? Past perfect or STC, Flamore? So I think you need to take time off to make sure that you're solid. And again, once you pass all the shit you pulled, remember, once you pass an exam, all sins are forgiven for the most part. Okay, they really just back off it. Okay. Oh, then you're fine. Yeah, you got it. If you can get yourself into like the low 70s at least, then you're fine. Then you have a good cushion. But if you're doing, I would focus more on Kaplan than Past Perfect with this going forward. So if you've taken in 6 days, I would focus more on Kaplan than Past Perfect and see if you can get those scores up. But you got to review everything. So again, back to you, Go King. I would try to take the days off, and you can always apologize later. Okay. Thank you. Little Bones, I like it. Little Bones, KD, I like it. Thank you very much. All I ask is you tell people. That's it. I get people trying to, after they pass it, try to throw me tips and stuff like that. Don't. Just tell people. That's all I ask. Just spread this shit around. Okay. I'm actually doing a college course in out in Long Island somewhere, and then I got another one with a better school, not a better school, a different school, more prestigious. And then I'm going down to Florida for yeah, it's called it's almost as neat. It's the Series 7 exam playlist. Okay. Yes, Allison, you're rock solid. Thank you, though. Allison, you're rock solid. Dawn, yes, I do. Boom. Good Kaplan scores. You really want to be high 60s. Okay, I gotta catch up to this. But you're there you go. That's all right. Nobody's gonna know you are. You're good. It's a good school. I got one of my friends runs a trading desk, and he gets a lot of kids from there. Okay. It's good. It's a great school. Okay. But you can always dox yourself. I dox myself every day. Everyone knows where I live. Okay. Okay. So again, hope that helped. WR, I think I said, okay, boom. Okay. We got the European versus that. Okay. Okay. Don't sweat the margin. What you need to know, if you're doing margin, what you need to know is, wow, I'm only 5 minutes behind. Not too bad. It's all my fast talking. What you need to know is, can you get SMA? Can you get equity? That's the big thing. Okay. Can you get SMA? Can you get equity, both long and short? Can you do minimum maintenance? And again, not the complicated shit, just a straight up question. Okay. Boom. Okay. Daniel, yeah, you're rock solid. You're good. There's no guarantee of anything, but you have enough knowledge. Guys, remember, this is what I tell them. If you're in the 70s on Kaplan, okay, even the high 60s, and it's a couple of stupid shit, you have enough knowledge to pass. Whether you do or not is up to you, right? But you definitely have enough knowledge to pass on that. Okay. Okay. Everyone who's taken the 7, remember this, okay? If you buy a call or sell a put, those are the bullish options, okay? If you buy a call or you sell a put, those are the bullish options. And if I run out of questions, okay? Past perfect, anything. Just anything above a 10. No, if you're in the mid 60s or higher, you should be fine, okay? But again, on this, so if you buy a call or sell a put, if you buy a call or sell a put, your break even is your cost basis. Boom. Okay. If you buy a put or sell a call, your break even is proceeds. Write that shit down if you're taking the 7. Okay. Make it official. If you buy a call or sell a put, your break even is cost basis. If you buy a put or sell a call, your break even is proceeds. Remember that. Okay? Good. So hope that helped with that one too. Yes, Taylor. Cost basis would be on the SIE. Okay. Okay. Again, like I said, you're kind of doing well. You're doing fine. Okay. You're probably in the right range with 68 days ago, but focus on capping as much as you can. Yeah, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Buy a call, sell, put cost basis. Exactly. Yes, and if you Dawn, if you look, Dawn, so if you there you go, Flamore. Awesome. Okay, so now if you look under Series 7 exam playlist, that's all you have to look. I think that's what it's called. Who knows anymore? I never know. It's called Series 7 exam prep free playlist. Boom. Okay. That's the link for it. Okay. Here's the thing. So it's funny. Most of I get a lot of questions about items, and if you guys ask a specific question and I didn't answer it, throw it in there now because I don't see any questions coming up, which is good. Means I got a 40-minute break. I go home. Okay. So now, Wendy, you're gonna be fine. You're rocking it. Where are you scoring on Past Perfect, Wendy? See, it's funny that I don't. It looks like Van Halen to me. Your avatar thing. Okay. So if you're Allison, if you're in the mid 60s, thanks for watching the videos. But if you're in the mid 70s on Kaplan, keep doing it. So the point is, you're taking a Friday. You should not really take any tests on Thursday. So maybe tomorrow's the last day. See, I wish you had taken a few more. It's not a big deal. Just take a few more and see how you do. And as long as you're in the mid 70s, you have enough of a cushion to be fine. Look, there's again no guarantee of anything, but you're in the right place. Okay. Sure, I can do that. Okay. Wendy, you're gonna be fine. Just take your time. Make sure Friday night you're getting some sleep, kid. Okay. Where in the 60s? Like 61s or 62s? So have you done mine on my practice exam playlist? I have like 3 or 4 series 7s on there. Have you done mine? Or you're passing those? If you're passing those, you're fine. If you get in low 60s on those too, then maybe you gotta have a conversation. Okay. So um so go if you haven't yet, go to my playlist called yeah, I am telling you right now. I don't disagree with that. That I think Past Perfect is so goddamn convoluted that you could probably score low 60s and still pass the exam with these. Because I'm telling you, they go, especially if your low scores are margin or options, you're getting killed. Okay. Let me go back. Boom. Okay. Sell stop. Do you understand buy limits and do you understand? I hope you understand buy limits and sell limits. Hold on. Did I shut it down? Did I really close it? Am I that much of an idiot? Yep, I did. Oh, there it is. Boom. So let's say, is it important? Um, it's important. I made a video on it. Here's the thing. It's nice to have, but it's not vital. Seriously, it's nice to have, but it's not vital. I made a video on it, how to make one, just the basic stuff. See, that's what I like about this shit. Everyone else helps each other out. That's why I tell people also join the Facebook groups that I have. I have one called FINRA Exam Prep. It's called SIE Series 7 and Series 6. There's another one that somebody else runs, which is fine. But mine is FINRA Exam Prep, SIE Series 7 and Series 6. And then if you're taking the 65 or 66, feel free to join the other one, which is the Series 65, 66. Here's my thing. What I love is that one lady just posted today saying that she's hold on, I will do this in a second, but I think it's interesting. So she posted today that she was looking for she's a mom, she's working hard, and she has 3 kids. Is anyone else there? So many people. She must have got like 20 or 30 responses of people in the same boat giving her support. I mean, it's amazing how supportive this group is. Like literally, I'm not kidding. I'm a fucking dick. I'm not a nice guy. And these all people, the people in this group and in this Facebook groups, they're all awesome. It's amazing. Okay. And Michael Weiss, who the other tutor at Series 7 Exam Tutor, he does the same thing. Okay. Boom. Okay. He does he's on there moderating too, and he does both. Okay. Now go back to this. Now I can share this. So if you are long 100 shares at 50. What do I want to happen? Well, I want it to go up, right? Because I'm bullish. I want it to go up. Do I have arrows? I don't know if I do. I'll just make one. I'm bullish. I want it to go up. I want it to go up to 50, 60, 70, 80, and then I'll place a sell limit to take a profit, right? Okay. Now, let's talk about this now. So, but I'm afraid. So if I'm afraid of it going down, normally I just buy a fucking put, right? Like I had a guy, swear to God, I was teaching in 2006, and I was teaching him, and I talked about how puts you can hedge yourself. And he comes up to me, and I forgot his name. A really nice guy, but just pissed me off so much. He goes, he showed me that he had lost like $3 million in the .com. Okay. Okay. He called me, I'll get there, Valerie. I'll get you there. So now, okay. Okay. Well, Valerie, that's a good question. So now, anyone who wants to try to answer that too, Valerie put a good question in while I'm doing this. Just try to answer it. See what you do. I know what I'm going to put there, but okay. Okay. Now, 63, Alan, 10 days, maybe a week to 10 days if you're studying hard, but you got to go hard at it, right? So that's the thing. You have to go hard at it or it's not worth it. So now, long 100 shares. I know Courtney's waiting. So long 100 shares at 50. What do I want to happen? I want to go up. I'm afraid it's going to go down. So normally I buy puts. And my story was that the guy, he lost a lot of money in the .com era, and he goes, I wish I'd known about puts. I wouldn't have lost my money. And then he started buying Bank America when it dropped in like 2006. And then around 2007, 2008, it dropped to nothing. And I go, oh, so you're eating puts? He goes, I did not buy puts this time. He was so confident. Like I told him, why don't you buy puts when he was making, he bought like Bank America at 6. It was like 13 or 14. He doubled his money. I said, buy some puts. This way you protect yourself. And he goes, no, it'll cut into my return. No matter what, he lost all his money again. So I stopped caring. Because just by fucking puts, you give up a little return, you buy puts. But let's say I am too cheap to do that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, listen, if it gets down to sell 100 shares at 45, stop. In my mind, I'm saying I like the stock, and as long as it stays above 45, okay? As long as it stays above 45, Daryl, 100% right. When you get there, when you get to that table, there's two things you do. One, do a couple of normal, like a 2 plus 2, 2 times 2, 2 divided by 2 to make sure you got the right numbers, that the calculator works, and check your market before you leave the desk. If it sucks, get a new one. Do not sit and work with a bad one. You got to ask why you're at the table. You can ask anytime, but once you get in there and the time starts, it sucks if they take forever. Okay. So now, sell 100. So I'm own 100 shares at 50. So I'm going to say I want to sell 100 shares at 45, stop. That means that as long as the stock is above 45, no one even knows the order's there, right? Okay. Oh, I'm blocking the bottom. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now I want to sell. So as long as it's above 45, I don't care. But once the stock trades at 45, once it trades at 45, I am going to what? It's going to trigger and I'm going to sell it at the market. Okay. That's basically what's going to happen. Once it gets to this price, boom. Once it gets to this price at 45, it's going to trigger. So let me do that. Let's see. So let's say the stock trades at 46 and 45, 50 and 45 and 44, then 46. So I say 45 again. Okay. So now, see, these are the trades. It trades at 46, nothing happens. Trades at 45, nothing happens. Trades at 45, boom, it triggers, which means this becomes a market order and you will sell it at the next price no matter what, okay? You will sell it at the next price no matter what. Okay? No, that's good. So that's a sell stop because if mom is a market order, whether that next sale is 40, 32, 80, or 90, you're going to sell it at 44 or whatever the price is. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it that way. To sell stop, it becomes a market order. If the next trade is 2, you sell it at 2. If it's 50, you sell it at 50. If it's at 32, you sell it at 32, whatever it is. Okay. And that's you're at that risk that if the next trade is low. But you can also say, okay, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to do a sell stop limit, which means I want to trigger, but I'm going to, instead of becoming a market order, it's going to become a limit order. So again, 46, nothing happens. 45, 50, nothing happens. Once it trades at 45, it triggers, and then you will sell it at the next price as long as it's 45 or higher because it's a limit order. So it trades at 45, it triggers. It then trades at 44. You don't sell anything because it's below your limit. So then you sell it at 45. Literally the only, because you have a limit, you won't sell it below 45. Literally the only reason you do a stop limit, the only difference between them, it still triggers at the same price. It's just that you don't want to sell it below a certain price. That's it. That's the only thing, that you don't want to sell it below a certain price. That's it. Okay. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. So remember, sell stop means once it triggered, it becomes a market order. You will sell it at whatever price is next. Okay. Okay. And you do a sell stop limit that you can, it's going to trigger, and you will only sell it at a price or higher, so you don't have as much risk. That's my thing. Okay. So now let's get back up a little bit. Again, so Tiffany, dump sheets are good as a safety blanket. It does help. Like I do if you watch the video, I have a very basic one. And other people, if you Google Series 7 dump sheet, you'll see ideas, right? But some people go nuts, like they fill up the entire page. But remember, it's laminated, so there's only so much you can do. You get 2 double-sided laminated piece of paper. You get 2 double sides. Put all of your dump sheet stuff on one double-sided. The whole thing you can fill up, but don't go into the next one. Okay. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate. I do have a slobs over bliss video. Here, that may help a little bit too, Courtney. Okay. Yeah, Tiffany, you're never gonna get that on there. You got it. That is way too much. You have it all memorized. Here's the thing, Tiffany. If you have that shit memorized, then you're gold because it's in your head already. You don't need to write it down. They used to give out the little blue books that people wrote essays on, but I guess they decided it was too expensive, so they just stopped doing that. Yeah, so 6 pages front and back. You can't write it all down. But if you have that memorized, you're in good shape. By the way, Courtney, I put the slobs over bliss video in there. That may help a little bit. Okay. Okay. Somebody asked a question. Okay. Senior customer calls to sell. In the conversation, she states her provider is knowledgeable and helping her with financial elections. What you do as a register rep? Okay, I would probably put a temporary hold. But here's the thing: you can pray. Here's the thing: the temporary hold doesn't stop the trading. Okay, you have to do the trade. So you have to do the trade and place a temporary hold to make sure nobody can take the money out. And then if there's trust, and if you find a trusted contact person, you got to reach out to that person. Okay, boom. I'm glad that helped. So Valerie, I would say if there was the answer of call the trusted contact person, I would do it. But I would process the trade and then place a temporary hold because you remember you have to do the trade. Now, if you think the person's diminished, then you call the trusted contact person right away and you don't do the trade. Okay, remember that. The temporary hold is to prevent them from taking money out. So if they said the person is knowledge, I will put a temporary hold on it. And who knows? I could be fucking wrong. Who knows how the book says? But I lean toward this because you're trying to protect them, right? Senior person, you got to protect them. You do you do the trade because they have to. If you don't think they're diminished, you do that. Then you put a temporary hold so that you can't take the money out. Remember, a temporary hold only stops you from withdrawing money, not doing trades. You can't stop someone from doing trades. That's their right. Okay? Good. Okay. Boom. There you go. Okay. Don't use those words. Okay. Now, So Allison, here's the deal. Exactly like Tim said, there's no upside. Okay. So you can do one if you want. But if here's what happens. Say you're getting 74, 78, 78, and all of a sudden on the day before you get a 71. You're gone. Your head's done. Okay. I'm not a fan. You can do little quizzes on options and shit like that. But I would watch. I have 3 Series 7 videos on the practice exam stuff. I got and I think I would do quizzes and I would spend the day adding knowledge. And because again, this is what I explain it. When I played sports in high school, right? So once in a while we had to do scrimmages against a JV because we didn't have enough people, and we do a scrimmage. There's no upside to that, okay? Because you're supposed to win. We kill them every time, but there's always that one time, right? That one time, right? If you watch the Little Giants, that one time when they win, you never fucking live it down, okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you. See, exactly. Don't take it the day before. Don't take any the day before. You can watch my videos where I take exams and you listen. Maybe you make a laugh a little bit, and then just I have those 24 hours before the 7 playlist. Those are good to watch. Add knowledge, and here's the one I'm telling you. I can't say this enough. If you're taking the 7 and it's the day before, read goddamn customer accounts one more time. If you can do it in the morning, that's even better. Read the customer accounts. It is absolutely vital because it's easy stuff. It's easy, low hanging fruit. That is what it is. It's low hanging fruit, but it is what's the best way to explain it? It is heavily tested, and it's easy. And having it fresh in your head is the best way. Okay, so your best bet is read customer accounts the day before, the night before, the morning before, morning of, the day before, whatever it is. That's going to give you some easy points. It seriously will. My quick and dirty playlist, the playlist with like the taxes, the 2 suitability ones, they'll help you. You can also, like Tim said, watch one of my videos where I do the exams. I remember I started that like 3 years ago. I did the first one. I loved it. And other people do it too now, but I did it. I started doing them and I love doing it. I told everyone, just take it with me. See if you can beat my score. Press pause, read it, go on. Okay. Is that it? Am I done? Am I getting out of here under an hour? Do I get to eat dinner at a normal time? Okay. Boom, Valerie, I hope that helped a little bit. Okay. And again, Tiffany, that's just crazy talk, right? Okay. We don't want to do that. Okay. You want to do that's way too much. Okay. That is a lot. Okay. I would I would not worry about that too much. If you can maybe get yourself down to 2 pages, but again, Tiffany, if you have if you have that shit memorized, so if you have that stuff memorized, then you're already in the head of a game because you can just pull it up in your head. Maybe pretend to look at it at a wall. You'll see it. That's the thing. The other thing is I tell some people if you have a lot of stuff in your dump sheet, number them. Okay, number them 1 through 20, whatever it is. That'll help clock in your head. And then as you do them, okay. No, that's fine. I am a fan of dump sheets. I am, but if you have that, but I'm saying that you only have really 4 pages. Okay, and if you fill that up, you can't do any scrap paper. Although somebody said, Ivy, how are you? Although somebody said that you can use a notepad inside the computer. I don't know that. I'll have to find that out. I know that you can on the home one, but somebody said there's a notepad inside the computer at the center too. Has anyone tried that? Okay. I know, Chaos. I don't know. No, but when I first took it a long time before COVID and all that shit. Well, even during when COVID first started, they went to paper. Okay, but yeah, Ivy's a big person in my options class. She's killing it. Okay, so that's another thing, guys. If you want, you can join my membership class. It's kind of fun. We do every Sunday. Yes, it is. Dawn, it's more than you think it is. I promise you. Okay, okay. Boom. Right. See if if anyone's taking it. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, that's good. Okay. Oh my God, Allison, that's fucking horrible. Cammy, I was waiting for this. That's awesome. Cammy, that's great. That's awesome. I was waiting for that. It's amazing. You pull it off at the last, like a superhero, right? Like I always say, the people who take it to even 3 times or even 4 times and pass it on that attempt, they're like freaking superheroes, right? because they're just it's hard to go back there a third time. Okay, okay, it's really hard. Okay, I think that works. Now, I'm so happy for you, Cammy. That's awesome. So yeah, I yeah, they are cutting the budget exactly. So they cut it down. When I first started, it was pencils, pencils, and the. I know you should feel invincible. You killed it. Yeah, you're not supposed to erase, right? They're not supposed to erase, but because what they do is after your test, they take it and they scan it and then erase it. But you're supposed to ask for a new one. But I forgot about that. I forgot. I remember that you're not supposed to erase. See what happens? I get all jacked up to hating them. Okay. Um, but you can. I tried it once before, and I was like, "Well, that's horrible." Okay. So that's all. Are you done now, Cammy? No life and health. You're done. It must be great. You're going into the spring with no test in front of you, which is awesome. I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Um, and again, so Heather and Catherine are saying that you can use a notepad on the computer. So, where are you, Tiffany? So even if you fill it up, you can start. Okay. Oh, right. So Tiffany, that doesn't work unless you have 6 hours for the exam. You got to carve that down. You got to get yourself to like 10 minutes. So they think, Tiffany, that's a cheat sheet, not a dumb sheet, right? So a dumb sheet is something you fill out on 1 or 2 pieces of paper just to jog your memory. 2 hours, that's fine, but you got to get that down to where you can do it in 10 minutes. That's the only way to do it. Because if you take 2 hours, you're going to be, oh, my dumb sheet looked good, but I have 30 seconds to answer 125 questions. It's not going to work. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Remember, I have the membership stuff. If you want to join, there should be a link where it says join. You got the basic level is like $4 or $5, maybe $6. Just watch the membership classes after the fact. We have membership classes. If you pay $20, you get the options videos and the membership class videos. If you pay $25, you get the membership groups every Sunday night. We meet for an hour, depending on your class. And then I do that. You can see the options videos and the membership stuff. And the last one, the greedy bastard one, is my options videos. That's $50 a month, but a bargain because we meet 4 times a month. If we're not doing Easter, it'll be Monday night. We will have and I do 49, but if you do the $50 one, you get that. Okay. I know, Dawn, you'll make it this Sunday, right? You'll make it this Sunday. Okay. If you email me, I can send you a copy of it. I gotta post all those. I'm gonna start posting them. So I just gotta download them and do it. So if you get the $50 one, if you pay the $50 a month one, it's like $12 a lesson. You get all the other you get everything else below, which is cool. And it's $50 a month. You're talking, if you do that, that means you can go for the 7 and the options class, which is 2 hours. It works out to be what, like $4 an hour. Not bad. About $6 an hour. Now, guys, remember my options class that I'm doing. What I do, I change it up a little bit. We still start at 8 o'clock, but the first 30 minutes is basic. So everyone doing the options class, the first 30 minutes is basic options. Okay. No, the whiteboard you're not supposed to erase during your thing. Okay. I don't know. No, Dawn, I responded. You emailed me about if you cancel on a certain date, and I did respond. So Dawn, go on my website. Go on the series7exam.org website and shoot me an email. There's my contact info there. That's my Gmail address. Go do there and you'll send me an email and I'll figure it out. Okay. If not, I'm just gonna maybe tonight I'll just try to dump all those videos in the membership thing. You're not supposed to erase the whiteboard. Okay. You're not supposed to erase the whiteboard, but that's just, they're not supposed to do it, but people do it all the time. Because I think what they do is they scan it and then erase it. So it's on your records, or in case they think you're cheating or something like that. But again, my options class is from 8 to 8:30 Eastern. That's the basic one. And then from 8:30 to 9:30, we do the all the more advanced stuff where we do questions that I have, stuff like that. It's amazing how many people come out of that class going, they wish the more test was options. Okay. Okay, everyone. I think we're doing well. I think we've almost made it an hour. Should I wait 23 seconds or 25 seconds to make it an hour? Doesn't matter. Don't forget, we got Tuesday night. I got Tuesday night. Then we have the memberships on Sunday. And then every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm doing this every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. for the SIE. Remember, you can ask questions on the SIE, the Series 6, the Series 7, the 65, 66, 63, 57, 24, 9, 10, whatever you want to do. The only thing is, if you ask me a question on the 79, if it's a math one, Formula one, you probably need to send it to me and I'll hit it later. Okay. Tejas, that's awesome. Okay. Why not? You know what, Tyvee, I think you joined a little bit too late. It's at 6 p.m. Remember that. Ivy, that's the Series 7 is at 7. I think I saw you join, Ivy. I think it's Dawn, I do the 24, I do them all. Okay. So Ivy, I think you might have joined late. Shoot me an email if you didn't get in there, and I'll send you the link. But it's at 6 p.m. Eastern. Remember that. Okay. Yeah, Tejas. Okay. Okay. I think they are harder. I mean, the SIE is harder, definitely. SIE is much harder than the 7 is much harder than the SIE. But you're getting 81%. So how much of a struggle could it be, right? I mean, yes, I'm sure it feels hard, but you're doing it, and that's the thing. I have a video coming out that's going to talk about the question taking and how you have to read, and I'm going to show you examples and stuff. Should be coming out tomorrow, 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm not sure, maybe 6. I have no idea. It'll be a short one, maybe 10 minutes long, whatever it is. I don't really like long videos unless I have to. Okay, everyone, I made it to an hour. Awesome. Okay, everyone, I love having you guys in here. Again, as I say, this is my favorite 2 nights of the week. Don't forget, if you want, I can help you at series7exam.org. But if I'm too expensive, Michael Weiss over at series7examtutor.com, especially with the 65 and 66. He's half my price, about half my price. And he has a CFA, and he has experience. He's been in the business for a while. It's good stuff. Okay. Also, guys, go check out Basic Wisdom on YouTube. He has some good stuff. Okay. And don't forget, man. They're putting out videos often and often. Don't forget my Instagram. I'm almost at 1,000. I have 999. Go check me out on Series 7 Whisper on Instagram or Blue Collar Finance on TikTok. I do some different stuff on TikTok and Instagram, but it's a lot of the same as my shorts, but it's a little more organized. Okay, y'all, I'm out. I'm heading out. I'm going to try to eat dinner. I got to keep my fatness up. I hope everyone's doing well. And have a good night. Y'all have a good night. And everyone who's taking it before Friday, good luck. I think, Allison, you're going to be fine. I think I got a couple people taking it early soon. But if you're not, and then Aiden, I'll see you. Well, you're taking it tomorrow. You're going to nail it. I know you will. Aiden, if you're still on here, get the fuck off. You should be asleep, okay? Everyone, go to, I think somebody just crossed me over 1,000. Thank you, Stephanie. Just crossed me over 1,000. Okay, everyone, y'all have a good night. Wash your hands. And because my son-in-law just got COVID, so my wife is stuck in the city because she can't come here. Because I have my mother-in-law hanging out here till the house is done being built. And I got my son who's playing, and I can't have him getting sick because they get the whole team sick. So as soon as she's not sick, she can go back. Okay, y'all.